This is Primetime Sports, WGNS Murfreesboro, on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, streaming worldwide on WGNSSports.com, and always at the game.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Since 1947, WGNS has been proud to bring you coverage of Rutherford County high school sports.
Lady Bulldogs are state champions in 2013.
Riverdale wins this one, and they're the state champions, back-to-back championships, and listen to this crowd.
WGNS Primetime Sports is proud to bring you tonight's featured game on State Farm Prep Sports.
In double overtime in a Rutherford County classic, the Blackman Lady Blaze go back-to-back. We may never see this again. What a game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss! The Siegel Stars are the state champions in baseball. What an inning. He struck out the side. Can you believe that?
TAB Award-winning veteran broadcasters Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and the Primetime Sports team are standing by to take you to the game.
And the Middle Tennessee Christian School Cougars are state champions here in 2023.
He's got it. And Eagleville has won a state championship in baseball, and they did it really convincingly.
The Oakland Patriots have won back-to-back-to-back state titles. Their 7th state championship.
Now, let's get to tonight's prep game on News Radio WGNS.
And good evening from Rockvale High School, where tonight we'll have the softball battle between the Siegel Stars and the Rockvale Lady Rockets here on WGNS State Farm Prep Sports. I'm John Dinkins. With me to my right is Brian Barrett. He's always on my right, never on my left. On the Primetime Sports Countdown to First Pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. Skies are beautiful, barely a cloud in the sky, temperature's right, and it is an early start. You can't beat better than anything than that right there.
Right, 66 degrees right now, and by the time we reach 7 o'clock, it'll be 61, 56 at 8, so I think we're going to have beautiful conditions here for this district matchup, early season district matchup. I know they've been playing for a few weeks, but it is kind of early in the season to have a matchup such as this. You may be surprised to hear us here on a Wednesday when we told you during our last broadcast that we would be doing Thursday, Smyrna and Stewart's Creek, but that game had to be moved because of a shortage of officials this week and next.
All right, we'll talk about that and much more when we continue here on State Farm Prep Softball.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
Craig's Tax Service is located just off Memorial on Heritage Park Drive. You can contact us at 890-2233.
It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We are proud to support all Rutherford County student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're talking with Anne-Marie Brents at Rick's Barbecue on Warrior Drive.
Our sandwiches are very popular. Our pork and our chicken are probably most popular pulled meats. We have spare ribs. They're delicious. They fall off the bone good. We don't put sauce all over our meat.
And that's so you can choose mild or hot sauce or their signature white sauce.
White sauce is our special kind of secret sauce. It's delicious. It's kind of got a kick to it, but it's not too spicy.
Barbecue smoked chicken, ribs, loaded baked potatoes. Check out Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
It's not just a home or a car. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton. We see your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Give me a call at 615-895-2700 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I run a small business in Rutherford County too. I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-900-0877.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
And the countdown to first pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day, continues. It's time now for the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. Rick's Barbecue, with quality, fresh, never frozen meats that are smoked the old-fashioned way, using real hickory wood on specially designed pits to give your pork, chicken, and beef the best flavor. Also, be sure to try other favorites like slaw dogs and loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to feed your hungry family on Warrior Drive off South Church Street. We turn it over to Brian, who can tell us what's going on tonight, if anything, other than this game.
Well, there are quite a few events that are taking place. Of course, we mentioned the Warrior Classic going on. It's softball being played at fields all over the county. So tonight, not necessarily full. I believe Blackman is playing tonight, but I don't know who their opponent is. Riverdale is as well in softball. But tomorrow, the rest of the week, and next week being fall break is a big week as well. Tonight on the baseball side of things, let's see, there is Laverne at Smyrna tonight at 6 o'clock. Again, this is baseball. Rockvale is going to Stewart's Creek. That's on Friday, I should say. Stewart's Creek is hosting Wilson Central tonight in a district game there. And elsewhere this evening, Oxford, Alabama is at Oakland for a game this evening. And South Hills, California is at Riverdale. The Warriors Classic going on as well in baseball. And let's see, Chicago Hope is at Siegel this evening. And that is about it, other than Eagleville and Fayetteville. They're going to pick up the second game of their two-game series. They played Monday and now tonight. That one is in Fayetteville.
All right, that's your Rutherford County Roundup, brought to you by Rick's Barbecue. Time now to take a look at our starting lineups, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
All right, first of all, for the Siegel Lady Stars, Kylie Evans will play center field and bat first, batting second. Riley Miller, the shortstop. Batting in the third hole is the DH Madison Holshoe. Olivia Hale is the cleanup batter, and she will be playing first base. Auburn Carls will catch and bat fifth, batting sixth. Abigail Rasaborski, she will play left field, batting seventh. Addison Parrott, she will be in the pitcher's circle. It's Lex Jones playing third and batting eighth. Batting ninth will be Lauren Foose, the second baseman, and the flex player will be the right fielder, Lizzie Silva. So for Siegel, Evans, Miller, Holshoe, Hale, Carls, Rasaborski, Parrott, Jones, and Foose. Should I continue?
Let's take a break.
Yeah, let's do that. It feels a little weird here, so we'll take a break. Be right back.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
We're going to be an educational institution that teach Bible every day. Every subject we teach, we're going to teach through a biblical perspective. In every aspect of our school, we're going to do it through a Christian perspective.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
That also means that everything we do, we have to be excellent. We feel like Christ calls us to excellence. And so that means we have to be excellent academically. That means we have to be excellent athletically, because that's what God calls us to. It's a great place to be.
Invest in your child's future in an environment that fosters Christ-centered values. To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org. Dr. Russell McKissick of Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance talks about the grassroots effort in our local schools to ensure proper care for players.
To make sure our teams are covered here locally, be there for our trainers. Yeah, it's a passion that we have to try to take care of our athletes here in town and be there just to keep everybody playing as healthy and as best they can.
From a community standpoint, one of the most important things you do at TOA, I'd guess.
I think it's definitely a way to pay back to our community, just to be there for them and watch some great sports too.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA, live your best life.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Fans Heating and Air Winners Trophies, JHA Company, with lineups now for the Rockvale Lady Rockets. Leah Johnson will play first base and bat first. It's Gabby Lyons batting second, playing second. Ella Morgan will catch and bat third. It's Caitlin Carpenter, the designated player. Fiona Joyce will bat fifth and play third. It's Caroline Stevens at short, batting sixth. Ella, do you know how do you say Ella's name there?
Kunal is what I'm going with.
Okay. Ella Kunal, the right fielder. She will bat seventh. Batting eighth will be Ava Flutie, the center fielder, and then it's Mallory Gates playing left and batting ninth. The flex player is the pitcher, Materia Stickler. So it's Johnson, Lyons, Morgan, Carpenter, Joyce, Stevens, Cool, Flutie, and Gates. Your lineup for the Rockvale Lady Rockets. Been unable to pull up their records. I'm not sure what their records are just yet, so I'll hopefully be able to get that before the night is over.
Brian, that is Cannell.
Cannell?
Cannell, yeah.
Okay. I would have never gotten it from that.
Well, I wouldn't have either. I just happened to listen to the public address announcer, so there you go. We don't always get the names right, and you can always let us know if we are mispronouncing a name. We want to make sure we get their names in.
Yes.
We're going to take a timeout and be back with first pitch here on State Farm Prep Softball.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
For 150 years, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee has been helping local businesses with their banking needs. Hi, this is Justin Burris, commercial banker at the 1708 Gateway Boulevard office. Let us show you how easy it is to do business with a true community bank. Local people making local decisions for our friends and neighbors like you.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Insurance should be simple, not complicated. That's why at Rayburn Insurance, Agent Rick Hull cuts through the jargon and helps you understand your options clearly. He's committed to finding the right coverage that fits your unique needs and budget. Their team has been a trusted partner in the community since 1973. Ready to make insurance easy? Get with Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency. He's ready to help you get the protection you deserve.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
Thank you, Mr. Womack, and appreciate your many years of support here of State Farm Prep Sports. This softball game on WGNS as well as on Big G TV, brought to you in part by Fans Heating and Air, Middle Tennessee Electric, Sir Pizza, along with Bowen's Body Shop. And John's going to...
I'm going to start out and then leave.
Yeah. You're not leaving, though, right?
Oh, well, no, wouldn't leave you for sure. Stickler getting her warm-up tosses in, the throw down, and we're about ready to get this one underway. For Siegel, it'll be Kylie Evans leading off, followed by Riley Miller, and then Madison Holshoe. First 3 hitters here for Siegel. Started a few minutes early, I think. Did we not? I think maybe
it's
3
right,
minutes.
It's right at 5:30 right this moment.
My watch is a little slow, as is my body.
You need those extra few minutes to get where you're going?
I think so. Stickler on the mound. Catching her will be Morgan. Johnson at first. Lyons at second. Stevens at short. And Joyce over at third. The outfield is Goetz, Flutie, and Cannell. And Stickler, of course, they have the pitches on their arm, their waist, and that hit the bat. Or no, hit her.
It hit her.
Wow.
That was loud.
Man.
It hit her right on. She had an elbow
that's
guard.
What it hit. Okay.
Yeah, it sure did.
Well, I'm glad of that. So the leadoff batter is on for Siegel with nobody out. And here's Riley Miller, the shortstop. Right-handed hitter, steps into the box. Stickler with the wind and the pitch. Bunts it, and it's a pretty one. Stickler throws to first, gets her, but going down to second is Evans. So the sacrifice is successful.
John Siegel over the years has had really good success, if they get the leadoff batter on, of just trying to bunt him around. they have made a living off of that, and that was just a really great bunt.
Stickler's pitch is a strike called 0-1. I do kind of miss Sean Middleton, like, stumbling around.
Wow.
Siegel. Well, you know, like,
yeah,
he can't walk like he used to. A little age on him. There's a swing and a fly ball center field, but under it and making the catch is Flutie for out number 2. Evans had to hold. Hit that ball pretty well, but right to the center fielder. Brings up Olivia Hale, the first baseman, and the cleanup hitter.
Evans was over halfway to third when that catch was made and retreated back to second. That's why the throw to third.
2 out, and here's Olivia Hale. The pitch to her. There's a strike called right down the middle, 0-1. Stickler's been in front of every hitter. She only problem she hit one, but Rockvale in the Rockvale blue with pinstripes. Swing and a miss. Took something off. And she's out in front. No balls, 2 strikes. You have a new scoreboard up there, Brian? It looks bigger than it used to.
Maybe. It's got the innings on there, so maybe it is bigger.
I think they're going to call a illegal pitch there. Maybe not. Yeah, they did. 1-2. Swung on, grounder up the middle, and it's going to score, I believe, easily Evans, and they do. The throw goes into second, and it's 1-0. Siegel on an RBI single right through the middle for Olivia Hale. So that makes it 1-0 Siegel on the one hit. So the hit batter comes back to haunt Stickler. Here's Auburn Carls, the catcher. Stickler's ready, now the pitch. Inside, try to nip the corner, and it's 1-0. You got a mic into the Siegel dugout?
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
1 ball, no strikes. Stickler's ready, now the pitch. High, 2 balls, no strikes. Now the reason why some of these games have been switched, and we were going to explain that, we'll go ahead and do that here, is the Warrior Classic has got every umpire in the state of Tennessee.
Yeah.
There's a strike.
Well, and you know, some of those guys do not only baseball and softball too.
Yeah.
And you've got the
well, there's 130 teams or something like that, isn't it? I mean,
there's baseball and softball are going on.
There's a little blooper in the left center, base hit, and runners at first and second. Hale stops at second. So back-to-back hits here. And Stickler in a little bit of a jam. 1 run is already in. Rasaborski is the hitter, the left fielder. They have been making good contact so far on Stickler. Pitch is high, 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, I think everybody except Evans, who didn't really get the opportunity, was hit by the first pitch thrown in the game. But everybody's put it in play somewhere.
Here's the wind, the pitch. Strike called. Count even of the ball and a strike. Beautiful evening, beautiful afternoon, I should say, here at Rockvale. Almost can see my house from here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's close.
Line fouled into the Rockvale dugout. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Little words of encouragement there from the first baseman, Johnson.
John, the run and the 2 hits have come after 2 outs.
So here's a pop-up. Does she have room? Morgan with a nice catch. And the inning is over. 1 run, though, on 2 hits. There was a hit batter and 2 left. We are at the middle of the first. We're going to go to the bottom of the first with a score. Siegel 1 and Rockvale nothing here on State Farm Prep softball.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Alsop Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Alsop Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Alsop Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
Miss Celeste Middleton is also joined by other State Farm agents like Dana Womack. Her offices are at 805 South Church Street between Farm Credit and the Post Office. That's State Farm Agent Dana Womack, 900-0877. And Rockvale, little hole to dig out of here, John. Down 1-0.
Sure do. Down 1-0. And here at the bottom of the first, Leah Johnson, the batter. She's the first baseman. She'll lead off here for the Lady Rockets, followed by Lions, then Morgan. Right-handed batter steps in there. The pitcher is Parrott. That's Addison Parrott. And she's ready to go to work in the first pitch. Pop swung on and popped foul out of play. Heading toward the football field there. No balls and a strike. The concession stands to our left. And Brian, I think you owe me a burger or something. Hot dog or something. Yeah. Remember the last game? Huh? No balls and a strike.
Memory's slipping.
I don't have any money tonight either. Swing and a miss. Went for one that was a little low. And she's out in front of Johnson now. No balls, 2 strikes. Just any time you want to launder over there.
I'm not sure what you're offering. I mean, your selection is.
I think they said hot dogs over there, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I believe they did. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, stays alive, fouled it back to the screen. And it's still 0-2. Defensively, Carls is behind the plate. Hales at first. Foose is at second. Miller's at short. Jones over at third. And by the way, Lex is a basketball player as well. Rasaborski is in left field. Evans in center. Silva is in right. That's your defensive alignment. Stayed alive. Just got to. Oh, that hit her. Whoa. Okay, thought it hit the bat, but it hit her.
I was looking at her reaction to it, and I couldn't tell whether it was a reaction of disgust or what.
Well, isn't it weird that both innings started the same way?
It is weird.
Hit batter. Here's Gabby Lyons.
That's a familiar last name.
Yep. Coach's daughter. Bless her. It's rough being the coach's daughter. Here's the wind of the pitch, shows bunt, and pops it up out of play. 0-1. Everybody converging at home plate. Johnson hit by a pitch to start this inning over.
Been so many fouled away, they had to go get more softballs.
Addison Parrott steps back now to the rubber. Here's the pitch. Swung on, shot to second. Could be 2 if they turn it. Nope, she had to grow back and touch the bag, but they do get the lead runner. And there's one away in the inning. That goes 4-6 on the put out.
Ella Morgan.
And on the fielder's choice is Gabby Lyons. And that brings up Ella Morgan, the catcher. Made a fine defensive play back in the top half of this inning.
Foose was kind of playing over toward first base and wasn't close enough to the bag where that hit went.
Had a big cut, swung on and missed, 0-1. Carpenter would be next. If you just joined us, we had a little 5:30 start tonight, which is unusual for us. Here's the pitch. A little bit low, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, John, this week it's you know, usually you have to battle the weather. The weather's not the problem. It's just having to reschedule games. I could only imagine how that frustrates coaches.
A little change up, swung on. She was out in front of it. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Morgan.
That's what I told Lonnie Drayton. I said you have to battle the weather and all of that and reschedule games. And now we have to do it because of shortage of umpires. But it's just part of doing business.
A 2 pitch, lined into center field, and a base hit. Lyons slides into second. Runners at first and second. Morgan delivers, and a good job of hitting there because she was in the hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and delivers a single. The first hit off of Parrott. And runners at first and second with only 1 out.
This game, John, looks like a batter's dream to play in. Both teams have been hitting the ball very well.
And we're going to get a runner here, and I'll let you look that up, Brian. Running for Morgan.
Number 5, Mia Bateman, is in it.
Mia, I know her first name's Mia.
Mia Bateman.
Okay. So runners at first and second, 1 out. A chance here for Kaylin Carpenter, the designated hitter. Slightly open stance. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a foul. Boy, they are coming up swinging, aren't they?
Yeah,
Every
both
one
teams.
of them.
You got it, Caitlin.
You know, today would be perfect if it wasn't just a little breezy.
Man, you're a perfectionist.
Well,
pitch swung on and missed. She's in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes.
Took a little something off of that one again, and it fooled Carpenter.
You can catch us on Big G TV tonight as well if you are at home and want to see some softball action. Several ways, WGNSradio.com, I think is where I told most people today.
Yeah.
Pitch swung on and missed, struck him out. That was a big strikeout for Parrott, her first. And they're 2 away. And if they're going to score a run, it's going to be up to Fiona Joyce, the third baseman.
Number 18, Fiona Joyce.
I make no references to Shrek. Fiona's a left-handed hitter, too. They're playing her a little shallow in right field, Silva is. This comes up even more now. The pitch. High, 1 ball, no strikes. Right in on her hands. 1-0 to Joyce. Stevens would be next if Joyce can reach. Rockvale threatening here in the bottom of the first, trailing 1-0. The pitch. Outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Siegel, a pretty young squad. They've turned over a lot of players. Foose is
Razaborski.
Evans, yeah.
I remember those 3 from last year, but that's about it.
Pitch outside. No, call a strike, I believe. Nope, 3-0. We're from a side view, so I can only have to wait till his hand. I can't predict. 3-0 the count. Another bad one loads him up. And the pitch. There's a strike, 3-1.
I'd much rather have this view, you know, if we're out field level. Sometimes it's a little hard behind the plate.
It's hard to see the field. This is really a good view from where we're at right now. I'm just a little hungry. 3-1 pitch high, and the bases are loaded.
Just like me taking my kids to the grocery store.
And here's Caroline Stevens.
Caroline Stevens.
She's the shortstop, and she has the bases loaded. There are 2 out, however. So some drama here early in this first inning. Parrott gets a sign from Carls, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Carls is also a returnee from last year.
It's been a challenging inning for Parrott so far. But John, she could get out of this with a strikeout or something here.
Swung and foul back out of play. She's out in front now of Stevens. No balls, 2 strikes. Well, the Rockvale dugout is wanting a strikeout here. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on, fouled away.
Just a hair late.
Count remains, no balls, 2 strikes. Lyons is at third. Morgan, or the runner, Bateman, is at second, and Joyce is at first. Here's Parrott's pitch. Swung on, fouled away. What a battle going on here. There's one hit in the inning and a hit batter and a walk. I'm sorry. Yeah, Joyce was a walk, yes. Thought I misspoke there for a second. You have to mark so many things. If you don't, you forget it.
I know.
Parrott's pitch. Swung on and fly ball foul down the third base line. And we'll do it all over again.
We're getting close to double-digit pitches thrown here to Stevens.
No balls, 2 strikes. Parrott's pitch. Change up, struck her out. Good pitch there. Second strikeout for Parrott. No runs for Rockvale. They had one hit, a hit batter, and a walk, and they stand 3. We've completed 1. Siegel 1, Rockvale nothing.
Pizza. Murfreesboro's favorite pizza is now hiring at all 3 local locations. That's right. We want you to join the Sir Pizza team. Stop in at our East Main, Veterans Parkway, or Memorial Boulevard locations and let us know how you'd like to join the Sir Pizza family. Also, we've made it even easier to order for carryout or delivery. Just head on over to sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
We fulfill all your tax preparation needs from individual returns to corporations and handle any of those scary letters you may get from the IRS.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
Back here on State Farm Prep Sports, brought to you in part by Sir Pizza, Winners Trophies, along with First National Bank of Middle Tennessee on WGNS Radio, as well as Big G TV today.
Stickler on the mound again here in the second inning. And Addison Parrott, the opposing pitcher, will lead off, followed by Lex Jones and Lauren Foose. That's the 7, 8, 9 hitters in the lineup, and the wind of the pitch. It's a little bit high, 1 ball, no strikes. I would think it would be hard to pick up Stickler's delivery. She's long and lean, and has that long wind up. The wind of the pitch, swung on, fouled. I know when my granddaughter first started pitching, and she was so small that all of a sudden you'd see a ball come out of her hand. It's just, she's so little. It looked like the ball was bigger than her. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. That must have been outside. 2 balls and a strike. Got a lot of baseball to cover, my man, in the next month and a half or so, 2 months.
Yeah. We've already got some games scheduled for next week.
The pitch. Kind of jammed her a little bit. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Which for this season has been unusual. We've been kind of week to week, but trying to get ahead a little bit.
The weather has been pretty good to us. I guess all the fronts are coming in on the weekend, so
yeah,
hasn't affected our games much.
I see a change in that next week.
There's a pop-up. Out of Morgan gives a chase.
It's right here behind us.
And her dad, I thought, was going to try to protect her, and she did. Little sister over here. I think he's been nominated to do the game changer.
Oh.
2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and it's a strikeout for Stickler, her first. So 1 out in the second. Brings up Lex Jones, the third baseman.
Stickler very excited about that. It's always good to get the first batter.
Jones, we remember her from the Siegel basketball team. Stickler's pitch. Liner into center, base hit. First pitch, single. Third hit of the game. And Jones is on at first base, brings up Lauren Foose, the second baseman.
John, you've had a pretty good game so far. If you bring up your 9-hole hitter as the third hitter of the second inning.
There's a runner going down. The throw down is going to be out. Got it from behind there. Nice scoop up over there by Stevens, and she is retired, caught stealing. So 2 out in the inning. When that first developed, I thought the throw was going to be off, but Morgan threw it right where you need to throw it. Pitch is high, 1 ball, no strikes.
That may be a...
And it's really hard to throw out runners in softball now.
Yeah.
That was a good throw.
That might be one of those things we look back on and see as a difference in the outcome of the game.
2 out, the pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sickler looks down at her pitches on her hand, and the pitch is low. He called it a strike, I guess. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on here in the top half of the second.
Siegel has a designated drummer in the dugout. I mean, with drumsticks and everything.
The pitch. Strike called. I was correct. That was a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. I shouldn't doubt myself. Stickler with a 3-2 count now. The pitch. Swung on, shot up the middle. They're eating that hole up. So a 2-out single for Foose. And now they've got another runner on, and it brings up Kylie Evans, top of the order. Hit by a pitch and scored the only run in this game so far. Alas, we're only in the second inning.
Wow. I don't know that I've ever heard you use that word in a broadcast. I like it.
Pitch. Takes it high, 1 ball, no strikes. She's a slap hitter, Kylie. You ought to see her play kickball.
Oh, she good?
Oh, she's mean. She's probably going to be on the flag football team, I would think. I wouldn't want to mess with her. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Trying to push it down that left side. 1 ball, 1 strike to count.
Do you keep hearing a dinging? I can't figure out where it's coming from, whether it's my stuff or what.
I don't know. Pitch, high pop. Going to be trouble? No. Under it is Stevens, makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs for the Stars, but they did have 2 hits, 1 erased on a caught stealing, and we have completed 1.5. Going to the bottom of the second, it's 1-0, Siegel Stars.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, from oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Let's hear from customers of Dr. Automotive.
He does a good job. He lets you know what's going on and doing it at a good price.
Danny does a lot in our community, so he's very involved and invested.
I recommend family, friends. Danny is spot on because he'll suggest what I need to do, and of course, I've never had an issue.
For quality care you can trust, visit Dr. Automotive in Smyrna. We've got the cure for your car.
Parks Auction. We handle everything.
Whether you're buying or selling a home or whether you're buying or selling commercial property, the auction is just so much easier, quicker, smoother.
My wife and I sold our personal home. Parks Auctions helped us with that. The house brought about 20% more than we were going to ask for.
Visit our website at parksauction.com to learn more.
Hi, if they're into having a home now, $15.
Stan Vaught and the Parks Auction team are proud supporters of local high school and MTSU sports.
30, sold it to you.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
Our game today brought to you in part by the law offices of John Day, Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, along with Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
And here's Cannell, Ella Cannell, the right fielder, to lead off in the bottom of the second. And Parrott with her first pitch. Swing and a miss. Way out in front. It's 0-1.
See it all the way, Ella.
Parrott looks in the sign from the dugout. Now she's ready.
No.
And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. It'll be Cannell, Flutie, and Goats. Siegel leading 1-0 here in the second. Pitch is high. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Softball field in tremendous shape. This really looks good. We got here early, about 4:15 today to get set up. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck her out. That's strikeout number 3 for Parrott. And it brings up Ava Flutie, the center fielder.
Number 8, Ava Flutie.
Flutie, a left-handed hitter. Third strikeout for Parrott.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
No
John.
hot dogs.
No.
I guess you'll owe me a hamburger the next time.
I guess I will. They do have nachos, but I didn't figure you were a nacho guy tonight.
The pitch. Swung on, foul back.
You kind of had your heart set on a hot dog, didn't you?
No, actually, a sub from Subway.
Oh.
But I knew that's not going to happen. You'll drive right by it tonight.
Well, I decided that on the way home, I'm going to stop by Schlotzky's.
Oh, I had one of those the other day. I made a mistake. I got to tell you about it.
Oh, really?
No balls and a strike. And the pitch. Grounder right back to the mound. Easy throw to first, and there's 2 away. I went to Slotsky's over the weekend, and I went through the drive-through. I was going to get the ham and cheese with the.
Right. I didn't know they had a drive-through.
They said, "Do you want a small, medium, or large?" And I said,
"Large."
No, I said medium.
Oh, okay.
It was huge. It was massive. The medium.
The medium is pretty big. The large is about as big as the circle on that.
Oh, man. Pitch. Oh, she got one and golfed it with a 9-iron and hits it into right field for a base hit. And Mallory Goats gets on. Second hit off Parrott.
Number 2.
I think they're close to like $18 too. Those largest.
Yeah.
I mean.
So I cut it. Well, they cut it in half.
Yeah.
So I took one, I ate it there, and then I took another one home. Yeah, they have a drive-through there.
I did not.
You have to
know
go
that.
through the back side of it.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And the pitch from Parrott. High, runner. Oh, boy, I tell you what, that was close.
Well, every time that I've gone by to make an order there, I mean, it's taken a minute.
Well, that might be a good idea. I might go tonight and get me a small. They do have small.
Well, that's what I brought you that night, that first night you had.
Yeah, that was big enough. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's not what you said when you got it.
No, it was.
So were they out of bigger pieces of bread or something?
2-0 the count. What now?
You said.
Oh.
do they
Well,
not
you
have
told me
any
the
bigger?
price, and then I go, wow, that's.
Oh, yeah. There's that.
Of course, that's the first thing you tell me when you give me something, bring me something. That would cost me $12. 2-0 pitch from Parrott. High. And now it's 3 balls, no strikes. 2 out, runner at first.
It's only convenient for me when I'm coming here because I go Veterans to 840.
Yeah.
Or 840 to Veterans.
I'll probably hit Subway tonight. It's just right on the way home. 3-0. Low, she walked her. So 2 out trouble here for Addison Parrott. And that is her second walk of the game. And it brings up Gabby Lyons, who grounded into a 4-6 force out back in the first. We have not had a 3-up, 3-down inning.
No, we have not.
Parrott's ready, and the pitch. Blinded foul down the right field line. Silva gave it a chase, but ran out of real estate. No balls and a strike. Softball tonight, I think we've got at least 2 baseball games next week lined up.
We do, indeed.
Why don't you tell the listeners what we're going to do next week? Pitch swung on and missed.
So we have planned for Monday to be over at Oakland for Rockvale Oakland baseball in district play. And then depending on the weather, where they're going to have a game on Wednesday or Thursday, Riverdale Siegel baseball, just depends on what the weather's looking like.
Oh, is it supposed to be bad? Swung on and fouled, 0-2.
I mean, we kind of picked between those 2 days and said we'll wait and see what the weather is looking like. I don't know. I haven't looked past this weekend.
Here's a swing on, foul back out of play to the left side, and she's still in the hole now. No balls, 2 strikes.
Anything over about 7 days is subject to change drastically.
Goetz is at second, and Johnson's at first. There's 2 out in the inning.
This weather app is showing a 50-50 chance of rain Wednesday and 38% next Thursday.
Pitch, swung on, foul back. Gabby hanging in there. Still no balls, 2 strikes.
We're going to see 80 tomorrow, or Friday, John. 81, actually, and 80s again next week.
Well, it's getting about springy time, you know. I mean, it's officially spring, and now it's starting. The weather's starting to agree. She just looped that ball out into left field, but it's foul. Just protecting the plate. Down 0-2 the count.
If you can get in the 80s, that's when a cold front comes through. That means maybe 50s or 60s. But once you hit the middle of April, you're done with freezes usually.
You just cursed us. Swung on, popped up, right side. Who's going to get it? And it's going to be the second baseman, Foose, and the inning is over. No runs. There was a hit and a walk, and 2 are stranded. We finished 2, Siegel 1, and Rockvale nothing here on State Farm Prep Softball.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We would like to welcome you to our door.
I'm Ian Young. I'm at Las Casas Feed Supply. I'm selling beef and pork, 100% Angus, raised here in Las Casas. Come get you some.
Everyone's favorite cuts available, even options to purchase a quarter of a steer.
We got the beef. Hello, everybody. Las Casas Feed Supply.
Family owned and operated, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East.
Every team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, here to help life go right by combining your home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-873-1700. It's a winning move that saves you time and money.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. Let's work together to come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Call me at 615-459-2683.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Softball.
Our game brought to you in part by good neighbor State Farm Agent Andy Womack at 1535 West Northfield Boulevard near the Ford dealer. Andy Womack, 890-0850. Also, Ideas Tees. This is moving week for them. Next week, April 1st, that's Tuesday. They expect to be open in their brand new location at 111 East MTCS Road, right across from MTCS.
I'd go by there, but I'm afraid they'll put me to work.
They might.
1-0 Siegel here over Rockvale going to the third, and the pitch to Riley Miller is a strike called 0-1. Stickler's pitched well. She has given up 4 hits, but only 1 run so far. Here's the wind and the pitch. Popped up in the infield, and Stevens says she's got it, and she does for out number 1. So Miller retired. And here comes Holshoe. Flied out her last time up.
Number 17, Madison Holshoe.
In fact, hit it pretty well, but it was a fly out to center field. Holshoe, the number 3 hitter for Siegel. The pitch. And she lines this one, a high pop into left field, and the left fielder Goetz makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here, and here's Olivia Hale, who singled and drove in the only run of this game so far.
Well, John, I was just thinking, and I didn't want to say it, but I'll say it anyway. You know, these pitchers could stand a 3-up, 3-down inning. Just to
why do you when you think about saying something, just don't say it.
Don't say it. Okay.
There's a strike called 0-1.
See, did you just hear that?
Yeah, but it's not every time. Pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. I want to know if Mr. Morgan is babysitting. Is that what he's doing and doing Game Changer? He's doing both? Wow.
My wife is off saving somebody.
This guy's amazing over here. Pitch is low. 2 balls and a strike. He'd be Father of the Year.
Multitasking
for sure. 2 balls and a strike. I get through doing the 4th inning, I'll go over there and hold her if he wants me to. Pitch is high.
There's nothing like a
3 balls and a strike.
Strange guy saying, "Let me hold your baby."
Well, I mean, he's not a stranger to me now.
Just kidding.
I mean, I've known him for 3 innings here. 3 balls and a strike to count to Olivia Hill, and she steps out now.
Stickler did not like one of the signs given.
There's a strike right at the knees, and it's full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I think Olivia may be swinging if it's close. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Stickler has got the sign she wants, and now the pitch. And there's a fly ball into left field. And from the crowd reaction, she made the catch. And it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. You got your wish, Brian. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's Siegel 1, Rockvale nothing on State Farm Prep Softball.
If you need concrete work done, who would I call? Dan France Concrete. Here's why. He's local. He attended Walter Hill Elementary, Oakland, and MTSU. He served our community as a school resource officer for 9 years, and he's involved in the community.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Dan France Concrete is a licensed and insured residential and commercial concrete construction contractor serving Middle Tennessee. Check out danfranceconcrete.com online to see some of their work.
Life changes, then it changes again. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. A job loss, change in health, or loss of a loved one can have a big impact on your family's financial security. Let's work together to help make sure that you're equipped for life's unexpected events. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for an appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
Our game on WGNS Radio, streaming WGNSradio.com, Big G TV, brought to you in part by Dan France Concrete, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, Middle Tennessee Christian School, and good neighbor State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. He's a Rutherford County and through, even though he's got an office in Brentwood, but that's fine. He's still Rutherford County guy, and we'll meet you wherever you want. Talk insurance. Ron Reeves, 873-1700.
Here's Ella Morgan, who singled her first time up. She's 1 for 1, and the wind by Parrott in the pitch. Swinging away, popped it up right side, but going to hit the top of the Siegel dugout, and it's 0-1. I believe she's a freshman, correct? Pretty talented.
Just a freshman.
Number 3. That's what Larry Munson used to say. My gosh, just a freshman.
That's right. Who's Larry Munson now? Just kidding.
Oh,
I know.
The pitch. Strike called.
I read about him in the history books.
And no balls, 2 strikes. Well, you'll read about me in the history book someday.
What's it going to say, though?
Oh.
Depends on
I
which.
may not make a history book, come to think of it. 0-2 the count, the pitch. Into the dirt. Takes it, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'll be sure to write you a Wikipedia page.
Oh, that'll be good.
With all of your stuff on it.
I think you ought to write one for me now.
I can do that.
It's pretty impressive when you look it up. I like it when you get Googled and you see your name pop up.
That's kind of cool.
The pitch. Swung on, a high pop. Left side, could be trouble. Did she catch it?
Sure did.
Wow, that was a nice catch. Evans hanging on for that.
That is the epitome of Kylie Evans right there.
Yeah. Oh, she would have run over the girl. It wouldn't matter.
And went to the ground. I mean, she gave up her body.
Kaylin Carpenter, the batter, struck out. She's 0 for 1. 1 out here in the 3rd.
If you want a great softball team, you probably want a dozen Kylie Evans.
The pitch. Swung on, fouled away. 0-1.
Are you amazed at how many from both sides that these batters are very aggressive?
Yeah, they're making contact tonight. 0-1 the count. This game has changed since when we first started doing it.
Oh, boy.
The pitch. There's a high pop in the infield, and coming over is Foose for the out for out number 2. They're both just a little late right now on the.
When we started doing softball games, I mean, they were. I remember we did a game that was an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was 1-0. And that was very common to see 1-0 games. A lot of no-hitters.
Hitting coaches and everybody playing when they're little and getting better. There's a line drive into right field and going to be through all the way to the fence, but a nice, really nice play by Evans to back her up to hold her to a single.
Well, Rockvale has had a hit in every inning, John, but last inning it was after 2 away. And in the first inning, it was not. But regardless, they've had a hit in every inning, but no runs.
Here's Stevens, struck out her first time. Stands way up in front of the plate here. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Diving back over there is Joyce.
Nothing like a mouthful of dirt.
Her mom will appreciate that, getting that uniform dirty.
Well,
I got to play tomorrow, Mom.
Maybe Carl's will help pay for the laundry bill since she faked the throw down.
0-1 pitch. Swung on, foul back. She's in the hole now. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, runner at first for Rockvale. We're in the bottom of the third, and it's 1-0 Siegel.
You want to know something weird about these poles that are holding up the net? They're not metal. A magnet will not stick to them. I don't know what they are.
Here's the pitch. Line foul down the left field line. Got a hold of that one. But she still got an 0-2 count.
That's part of a new segment we're going to bring to Spring Sports, Random Thoughts with Brian.
You just looking around the stadium and just, while I'm trying to do a game. But yeah, that works.
And I thought Mr. Morgan there was, he is. He's eating cereal. I thought it was for his daughter, but it's actually his.
I think it is his daughter's, but he's sharing.
Oh, sharing. Yeah. Sharing is caring.
You need to leave Mr. Morgan alone. He's just sitting here watching the game. The pitch high. But we did warn him. You sit by us, you become part of the broadcast team. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Olivia Hill in on the, I'm not saying on the grass, but even with the bag. Rolled it up there that time. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You feel like Rockvale's going to break through one of these times, but so far they have not. The pitch. Good cut.
Boy.
Fouled it out down left field line.
That one, John, would have been out of the park if she hit it straight out.
She's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable here at the plate. The more pitches you see, Parrott back on the rubber. And now they owe the 2-2 pitch. Went that way again into left field, but there for the catch is Rasaborski for the out. So Rockvale strands 1. They had 1 hit, and like I said, they strand 1. We've finished 3 innings. Still Siegel 1, Rockvale nothing on State Farm Prep Softball.
Big changes coming for Ideas Tees and Raider Tees. After nearly 2 decades at 910 Ridgely Road, they're moving to a brand new location, 111 East MTCS Road across from MTCS. Same great screen printing and embroidery services, same Raider Tees Blue Raider spirit, now with even better visibility from Memorial Boulevard. The move will be complete March 24th, and their work won't stop during this process. Ideas Tees and Raider Tees moving to 111 East MTCS Road.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
Brought to you in part by Sir Pizza. Now, Sir Pizza sponsors our Game and Coaches Show podcast, which you can find at WGNSSports.com. So if you're listening to the game, want to go back, download, save it, you can do that right from the website and get your favorite pizza. Order it online, sirpizzatn.com, or download the new Sir Pizza app. They're on East Main, South Church and Memorial.
Top of the fourth in a 1-0 game. Stickler puts one in there for a strike. A ball. 1 ball, no strikes. This is Carl's. Auburn is singled to her first time up. They had a good first inning. Scored their 1 run. There's a long fly ball, pretty well hit. This ball is going to be gone. Out of here. Solo shot for Auburn Carls. It's 2-0. That's one of those majestic shots.
No doubter. She's got to be in the running for our player of the game with 2 for 2 with a homer and a run scored. Drove herself in.
Here's Rasaborski. The left fielder popped up to the catcher her first time up. That's a little bit of some insurance here for Siegel. A little breathing room for Parrott. The pitch from Stickler. Strike called, 0-1.
I was going to say, and I decided not to, but when Coach Reed went by, she said to Auburn, I forgot that I needed to get a runner. I'll have a runner for you this time.
Didn't need one, did she?
Didn't need one.
The pitch, swing and a miss.
But I was just thinking about, Coach Reed's confidence that she was going to get on somehow, and she did.
I believe Abigail was trying to shoot for a fence, too, on that last swing. No balls, 2 strikes. Beautiful night at Rockvale. Pretty good crowd since the game started early. I wasn't for sure how good a crowd we'd have, but it's pretty good. 0-2 pitch. And I think the baseball team's playing too, so they're traveling, aren't they? Or are they at home?
So they're at Stewart's Creek. They may be playing JV here.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Hit a shot down the left field line, foul.
A lot of people, especially in baseball, don't realize that if you've got Rockvale at Stewart's Creek in varsity, they're playing at the other team's field JV. So, there's something going on these spring sports fields every day.
And track is out there tonight, too. There's a pop-up to short and a nice play and running to her left by Stevens for out number 1.
Yeah, and even, just think about the football facilities, John. In the spring, you've got lacrosse and you've got girls flag football now and soccer.
Oh, I know. They've already started, haven't they, the flag football?
I think they had some games last week, yep.
Well, I think you need to go out there and do one of those games. The pitch, low. 1 ball, no strikes. A run is in on a solo homer by Auburn Carls.
There has been conversation about it. I think you would make a great play-by-play
Not
person.
with me.
Yeah, with
no.
you.
The pitch.
Why is that?
Why is what?
Why do you not want to do that?
I didn't say I didn't want to do it. I just don't think I don't know enough about the game right now. I'd have to research. Pitch is outside. 2 balls and a strike.
Well,
aren't you the voice of football, high school football? Yeah.
Well, we don't have to necessarily know about it to do it, do we? Well, we've been doing this for a while.
Thank you. I'll have you know I do know a little bit about baseball and softball.
You do.
2 balls and a strike. And now you're just as experienced as I am. The ball almost hit her. Count goes 3-1.
Everything from Larry Munson.
Milo Hamilton.
Larry Munson did some baseball, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, he did the Braves for a while.
That's right.
Swung off foul. He got suspended for saying a bad word.
Oh, no, really?
Uh-huh. Milo Hamilton was his analyst.
Interesting.
Sidekick.
Would that be considered a bad word today?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It was one of those bad words, I see.
Well, he thought he wasn't on the air.
Oh, yeah.
Swung on, shot to third. What a play up there by Joyce. Throw to first, gets away. she's going to be safe. Did the throw take her off the bag?
Yes.
Okay.
I was going to say it was a great stop by Joyce, but she was kind of off balance and had to kind of sidearm it out there.
I guess we have to give her an error, I would think, on the throw.
That's a tough luck, isn't it?
Boy, what a play she made.
Well, I mean, sometimes that's a stat that you see, John, and it's like a bad thing. But if she doesn't stop that, I don't know that it's not an extra. Well, not only a base hit, it may be a 2-base hit if it had rolled.
Got a courtesy runner out there. We'll give you that name in just a second here.
That is Wrigley Phillips.
Wrigley Phillips, the runner. Lex Jones, the batter. She steps in, the pitch. Takes it outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Jones singled, and she was caught stealing back in the second. So a runner at first, 1 out, a run in for Siegel. Outside, throw down, and the runner's back. Morgan not afraid to fire it down there. 2 balls, no strikes. The sun is kind of rough right now, too.
Yeah. We're blocked from it from the Rockvale dugout, but
the first baseman, I don't know, swinging fouled. Doesn't look like she's not wearing sunglasses or anything, so it's probably not bothering her, or a hat.
No,
and we're about an hour early start, too.
Yeah.
This would ordinarily pretty much be gone by pitches inside. 3 balls and a strike. Stickler trying to get out of this inning.
I didn't know about this crowd tonight. You mentioned it earlier, and they were kind of late arriving, but this is one of those game times where there's no time to go home and change after work.
High, and she walked her.
That is
first walk, I think.
I was just, yep. It was a hit batter, but first base on balls.
So now runners at first and second. And the batter, Lauren Foose, who singled her first time up. And now they're going to have a little meeting on the mound, which gives us an opportunity to talk about our guys that are moving to a new location.
They certainly are. That's our friends at Ideas Tees. Of course, the place for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items. If you need it, they can get it. If you want your logo on it, they can handle it. But they are moving to a brand new location, 111 East MTCS Road. Now, that's right across from Middle Tennessee Christian School. So it's not, you don't turn and go by Reeve Sain. It's across the street behind Regions Bank there. And they're hopefully officially going to be open at the new location April 1st is what the last thing I saw. So Raider Tees out there too.
And here's a bunt, and it's going to be perfectly executed, and runners are going to be at second and third. So Foose does her job. There are 2 out in the inning, but runners are in scoring position at third and second.
Well, and John, that puts it in the hands of who Siegel wants it in, I would think, when there's a situation here to drive in some runs.
Well, there's so many things she can do that, I mean, she can bunt. Now she's going to reach for it. She's going to pop it up high. And the right fielder comes on, Cannell, and makes the catch for out number 3. 1 run in, however, on the Carl's home run, and there was a walk and an error and 2 left. We've played 3.5 going to the bottom of the 4th. Our score is now Siegel 2, Rockvale nothing on State Farm Prep Softball.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Hurry up and try new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. They're 4 fun-sized puffs packed with layers of pepperoni, cheese, and sauce, and only $3.99. So what are you waiting for? Try them now.
You heard him. We need to go try these new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs right now.
Stop it! Drive like the wind, Debbie. Enjoy delicious new Crazy Puffs on the go for just $3.99. Only at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
Well, speaking of Emerson, his offices are in Smyrna at 199 Enon Springs Road West at Hazelwood Drive. Stop by and see our pal, Emerson Williams, 615-459-2683. Emerson, a proud Rutherford County Schools graduate, played football at Oakland back in the day.
Don't you just love it when they do the open and then you also advertise it right here? It's good, you know.
I love it when it
flows like that.
The synchronicity.
The who?
Synchronicity.
Here's Ella Cannell. Struck out her first time up. She's 0 for 1. Bottom of the fourth. It's 2-0 now, Siegel.
We've used two big words tonight.
Yes, we have. I can't pronounce yours, but I can pronounce mine.
Alas?
Alas is all I said.
I know, but that's fancy.
One ball, no strikes to Cannell. Addison Parrott's gone all the way for Siegel. She's got a 2-0 lead now, and the pitch. Ball inside, 2-0. Well, these one of these nights you want to get a steak and put it on the grill.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just a little cool, but a little jacket or a sweatshirt. Here's the pitch. That one falls low, 3-0. Cannell, Flutie, and Goetz, the first three here in the bottom of the fourth. And the wind to 3-0. Walked her on 4 pitches. And for Parrott, that is walk number 3. Well, you don't want to see that, but the leadoff runner is on. That's Ella Cannell, and Ava Flutie, the batter. She grounded back to the mound her first time up. Left-handed hitter. Parrott looks in. Now she's ready. That's a little low. Runner going. Oh, that was a nice throw as well, but just a little late. And a stolen base for Cannell.
Well, you're living on the edge if you throw down against Carls.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Heather. Yeah. Well, she's already hit a home run, so you know she's got an arm. She's powerful. Flutie steps back in. Parrott ready. The 1-0 pitch. Popped up. That might have been ball 2 there. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's the 7, 8, 9 hitters, and Cannell reached on a walk. She's down at second, nobody out. What makes that, if she can just get her to third, you could get the run in. That would split the score right there. The pitch, and she does lay one down. Nice play, and Jones throws her out at first, but the runner goes to third. Perfect sacrifice there, and that was not an easy thing. That ball was low, and Flutie did a good job. Here's Gates, singled back in the second. Goetz is 1 for 1, a single back in the second. And there's a big run out there for Rockvale. Key to this is just make contact. The pitch. Lined into deep left field. And it's going to be into play. Fair ball down the left field line, and runners at second, and a run is in. So give Goetz an RBI and a double. It's 2-1 now, Siegel, and the tying run is at third.
Number 2, Leah Johnson.
And it's the top of the order with Leah Johnson, hit by a pitch and walked. What do I always say about walks? They'll kill you. Let's come back to haunt Parrott a little bit here. Runner at third, 1 out. This is the batter she needs to get. Popped up. Right side, Foose has it, out number 2. So Johnson's retired on a pop-up. That's exactly what, if she wasn't going to get a strikeout, that's exactly what she wanted. And 2 away, here's Gabby Lyons. Reached on a fielder's choice, flied out. She's 0 for 2. And now we're going to have a little chat.
Another chat.
Yes, I think that's what we're having.
I want to remind you that next week we've got plans to be on air for baseball from Oakland. It'll be Rockvale at Oakland on Monday. And then depending on the weather, we're going to bring you one of the 3 games in the Riverdale Siegel baseball series, either Wednesday or Thursday. Kind of eyeing Thursday if.
Well, you haven't mentioned something very important that's happening tomorrow.
Well, that would be the start of the Braves baseball season. And on WGNS, airtime will be at 2:55. They're playing out on the West Coast in San Diego. And I cannot remember the last time the Braves opened at home.
2 out, and runner bluffs. Not going anywhere. 2 out, the runner's at second.
Is Major League Baseball kind of decides that stuff, don't they?
What? When
home and away and all that kind of stuff.
There's a line drive left field, base hit. Oh, it's going to be bang, bang at the plate. It's late. We're tied at 2. The throw down to second is not in time. Scoring is Goats from second. Lyons gets an RBI and a single. She took second on the throw. So Parrott getting roughed up a little bit here in this inning. 2 hits, 2 runs, a walk. And it brings up Morgan. Ella 1 for 2. Another big run out there. Pitches a strike called right at the knees, 0-1. The stolen base was big too in this inning.
Sure was.
Here's the pitch. Low and inside.
Well, we're not tied probably without that.
1-1 to count.
So that's a single, you said, right?
Uh-huh. The pitch. Outside, 2-1. Plate's been bouncing around a little bit on Addison here in this inning.
Go, Ella.
2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Lined into right field, a base hit. Are they going to send her? No, they hold her. No, now they're going, and she is going to be out.
Yeah, a little hesitation, John, and she decided to head on to the plate.
Give Ella a single. She's stripped of the RBI, however. And the inning's over. But 2 runs on 3 hits. There was a walk in there, and nobody left thrown out at home. Well, 1 left, excuse me. And we have played 4. Guess what? Golden Boy is going to come up and do the rest of the game. It's 2-2 here. Siegel and Rockvale on State Farm Prep Softball.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
I'm Good Neighbor State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about the significant rate decrease we're experiencing now. Let me compare coverage and possibly save you hundreds on your home and auto. Call me at 615-895-2700.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio WGNS and Big GTV is brought to you in part by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, Parks Auction, Craig's Tax Service, and Dr. Automotive. And we are in a 2-2 tie now as Siegel comes to bat in the top of the 5th. And here's Brian.
All right, a totally different ball game than half an inning ago. And it's going to be Riley Miller, 2-hitter in the lineup, batting leadoff here in the 5th. First pitch swung on, and it is going to drop right in front of the center fielder, Flutie. And both teams coming out of the gates really hot.
And a good start for Siegel here.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sixth hit for the Lady Stars. Madison Holshoe, the batter. She's flied out to center and flied out to left today. So she has put the pipe on the ball. Here's the pitch from Stickler. Swung on, chopper foul down the third base line. And they'll go retrieve the softball. A little vitamin water for you, huh?
Yeah. 0 calories, I think.
Yeah. Is that the pink lemonade?
It's strawberry lemonade.
All right. That's a good one. Showed bunt, pulled it back, and the ball gets away from Morgan. Just a moment.
I'm sorry, man. I gave up on the circle jug. I just didn't have patience for it.
Well,
it's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a bunt right back to the pitcher's circle, but that is going to get Miller down to second.
It's a good play. Got that lead run at second base. And Siegel would love nothing better than to get back that run as soon as, you know, you want to kind of pounce. You don't want the momentum. It's been a momentum turn for Rockvale.
Right. Got the crowd into it. They're on the road here. See what Olivia Hale decides to do. She singled and drove in a run today. High fly ball. Center field. Flutie is going to camp under it and makes the catch out there. Route number 2.
She just missed that ball.
Just by a hair. Outside of the home run, that was the deepest hit ball of the game so far. Very deep center field.
And here's the culprit right here.
Yep, Auburn Carls. She's 2 for 2. An RBI, scored a run. And standing on with a runner at second, but nubs it to Stickler in the pitcher's circle, and out of the inning are the Rockvale Lady Rockets on that ground out to the pitcher. So they're going to strand a runner out there, no runs. There was 1 hit, and left stranded at second base is Riley Miller. We move along to the bottom of the 5th. Your score, 2-2. Siegel and Rockvale District Action, State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service. From personal tax preparation to business bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes, at Craig's Tax Service, our staff is here to help.
Get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
As a former Siegel Star football player, I know the importance of the high school sports experience. Good luck to all county student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're here at Rick's Barbecue catching up with Anne-Marie Brent, who tells us not only do they have barbecue, smoked chicken, loaded baked potatoes, but the slaw dogs are out of this world.
I do love the slaw dogs. People are like, is that a big sausage? I'm like, no, it's a deep fried hot dog. And the slaw that we put on them is a spicy mustard slaw. It's actually really good. I like to dip it in white sauce.
Rick's Barbecue has awesome deals to feed the entire family.
We have family packs, and it can feed 4 to 6 people. We have a picnic pack, which is the family pack doubled.
Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Softball.
Our game tonight is brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm agents Celeste Middleton, Bud Morris, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. And if you want to see this game, you can go to Big G TV. That's right, on YouTube, WGNSradio.com.
The new pitcher is Kaylee Paulk, P-A-U-L-K, number 24. Coming in relief of Parrott here. So Parrott is out after completing 4 innings here today. Now in softball, you can return, so keep that in mind as well. So at first is Parrott. And the first pitch swung on deep in the hole at short. Miller up with it, makes the throw to first in time to retire Caitlin Carpenter. Before I could even give you her name, we had those defensive changes. That was a very nice play by Miller over there. Fiona Joyce, the batter. She's been on twice. She's 1 for 1 with a walk. Had a single last time up in the third. Tied at 2 apiece here, Rockvale Siegel. Pitch on the way. Strike right down the middle.
You got it, Fee.
Left-handed batter, Fiona Joyce. Someone who probably knows her well called her Fee, so. Polk kicks and fires, swung on, popped it up right side. It's going to fall behind the Siegel dugout on the first base side.
Siegel trying to give Rockvale a little different look from the mound.
Let's see. Pitch. Swung on, and it is going to go right into Razaborski's glove out there. Nicely gathered in. She had to make a nice little jog, but was able to get under it there. Fly out.
Number 16, Caroline
to left. This has not been a game where the pitchers, well, let's see. Rockvale had one 3-up, 3-down inning, but the pitchers have faced a lot in the game so far. This pitch high from Polk.
Have you noticed not as many face masks
in the pitcher circle?
No, anywhere.
Well, I guess that's true. There was a trend there.
Yeah,
that everybody had one.
yeah. Especially the pitcher.
This one a strike on the outer half, and it takes the count to 1 ball, 1 strike.
It never ceased to amaze me. Like I'll see my granddaughter do it, and I see all these girls. I cannot do this to save my life.
What's
pitch
that?
under pitch.
Oh, yeah.
My dad was a fast pitch pitcher back when Sulphur Dale out in Nashville, and they had men's fast pitch softball.
Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing.
I could not duplicate what he did.
Here's another pitch that's going to be
great.
Gone right side, and Foose from her spot at second made the catch in foul territory out there for out number 3. So it is a 3-up, 3-down inning for Polk and the Lady Stars. We head to the 6th inning. We're still tied at 2 apiece. State Farm Prep Sports.
Renters, when you combine State Farm Auto and Renters Insurance, you will save money. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I'd love to talk to you about combining your auto and Renters Insurance to help you save. Call me at 615-900-0877.
In Rutherford County, you know how much it means to have neighbors that you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-873-1700. Let me save you money and time.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
The game today brought to you by Josh Houston and Associates. That's JHA Company, Little Caesars Pizza. Rayburn Insurance Agent Rick Hall, along with Lascass's Feed Supply. It's Abigail Razaborski to lead it off here in the 6th. We're all tied at 2-2. This pitch skips in for Stickler. 6 hits for the Lady Stars, including a homer. They scored in the 1st inning and then in the 4th, lead off both times. Got on, popped up to the left side, and Joyce is under it. So the third baseman making the catch there for one away. Addison Parrott, who was the pitcher and then went to first, is still in the lineup here. She struck out and reached on an error. First pitch to her, high and outside. Sun beginning to set here at beautiful Rockvale.
Temperature starting to drop here at Rockvale.
Sure is. Pitch, swung on, foul back.
She had a beautiful cut there.
Really a very pretty campus here. Now in the outfield of the softball facility, you're looking at the middle school.
Correct.
Right behind it. The high school sits behind. So the athletic fields are in front of the school, really. Popped up right side. Coming in, no. It's going to be Lyons who makes her way over. I thought that was hit a little further out, but she made the catch in the infield for out number 2.
We've seen a lot of those, too, pop-ups today.
So if Siegel's going to do anything here in the 6th, it's going to be up to Lex Jones. Foose would be next if Jones can get on. First pitch to her, swung on, and it's a slow roller and foul territory down the first base side. Jones ran it on out, though. Steps back in. Right-handed batter looks at Stickler, and the pitch inside. I think Stickler wanted that, and Morgan actually held it out there saying, okay, Mr. Umpire. Didn't get that one. It's 1-1. This one misses low. 2 balls and a strike. Here's your count. Stickler kicks and fires. Slapped right past the third baseman and into the outfield for a 2-out hit for Lex Jones. And she does keep it alive and going here for the Lady Stars.
She's two for 2 today with a walk, so she's been on every time.
Yes, indeed. Brings up left-handed batter Lauren Foose, the second baseman. And the pitch from Stickler is a strike called on the outer half. Siegel drummer's arms are getting tired. Well, just as I say that. Here's the pitch.
See,
inside, now throw down to first and back safely.
I keep
is
telling
Jones.
you that.
What?
When you bring something up, it comes back to haunt you.
Well, there are no foul shooters that I can jinx. I figured it up. I was 93% on those. 1-1. This is outside. I really thought that was the 4th pitch, but apparently not. Back in is Foose, ready for the pitch. Stickler looking to the dugout for the sign. Gets it, and here it is. Low and outside. Morgan held it out there for the umpire again. It's 3 balls and a strike. Another bad one, and that will bring up Kylie Evans with 2 on. Here's the pitch. Missed outside again. So a little 2-out rally here by the Lady Stars. That is the second walk on the day. And that takes us to the top of the order. Jones goes down to second. Foose at first with Kylie Evans, the batter. She came up in this same spot back in the 4th with 2 on. She's been hit by a pitch and scored a run. Fly out to short and a pop out to right field. This one outside for a ball. 44 is her number. I don't remember ever seeing these uniforms. They may be new. She calls for time. Backs out, takes a few practice swings. Back in. Pitch outside and high. And Stickler has lost the strike zone here. I'm sure she is very carefully pitching to Kylie. All the way in the back of the batter's box. Gets a running start and takes another ball. It's 3-0. Riley Miller in the on-deck circle for the Lady Stars in a tie ball game, 2-2. In the sixth here, the pitch is a strike called.
It's taken all the way, but she wants to get on to get these bases loaded.
Yep. So Evans back in. It's a 3-1 count now. And the pitch, low and walked her. So back-to-back walks, and that has loaded the bases. Siegel may not get another opportunity like this. So you want to strike while the iron is hot if you're the Lady Stars. Rockvale wants to see this be the last batter of the inning in Riley Miller. She singled her last time up to lead off the fifth. If she does it again, she can give her team a lead. She takes a strike on the outer half, and Stickler buckling down.
Got to play anywhere now.
And the pitch to her. Missed inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Listening to coverage on WGNS Murfreesboro Smyrna on FM. 101.9 in the borough, 100.5 in Smyrna, WGNSradio.com. This pitch high. And, of course, our coverage on Big G TV, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, homepage of the website as well. And Morgan asked for time. She and Stickler having a conversation, get on the same page here. This is a big batter in this game. Riley Miller stands in, pitch low, and it's 3-1. And another bad one here will give Siegel the lead. Stickler with the pitch. Swung on, chopped to third, stepped on the bag, inning over. That was a big, big out there recorded by Joyce on the ground out to third. Here's your inning recap. The Siegel Stars come away with no runs. There was 1 hit, 2 walks, and 3 big Lady Stars left stranded. We move to the bottom of the 6th. Your score 2-2, Rockvale Siegel, State Farm, Prep Sports.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
The large majority of our kids are involved in athletics or extracurricular activities, one or the other, and most are doing multiple activities.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
And that's a great preparation for life. How many of us in our life are just doing one thing? So a well-rounded student is a huge deal.
Invest in your child's future in a Christ-centered environment with many athletic and extracurricular choices.
Without a doubt, our students have the opportunity to be involved in multiple activities.
To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Experts in joint, bones, and muscles. And with over 65 specialists, TOA has a playbook to get you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA. Live your best life.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
Our game tonight is brought to you by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. Get expert orthopedic care right here in Rutherford County with TOA. Live your best life. For more information, visit TOA.com.
Just noticed that the score on Big G TV said 3-2. It's 2-2. I hit a button somewhere along the line. Didn't mean to do that. I don't know how long it's been that way. Kaylee Polk back out there. First pitch swinging is Ella Cannell. Fouls this one away. Cannell led off the 4th inning. They walked her. She had a big stolen base in that inning, and then the double by Mallory Goetz got things rolling. Change up. Yeah, and that was a beautiful pitch right there from Polk.
Here is fine. Hit ball.
So Cannell going to dip back in there now. Right-handed batter. The pitch from Polk. Swing and a miss. That was a nice riser pitch. Got her swinging. That is her first strikeout. She came in relief of Parrott. And we're going to have a pinch hitter.
At bat, number 34, Summer Olsen.
So that is number 34, Summer Olsen. So Olsen batting for Flutie. I think that's one of the hardest things to do in baseball and softball is to come in and pinch hit.
Oh, yeah.
6th inning. Swing and a miss. Polk
So
threw
a lot
that
colder out here now, too, to try to come off the bench.
Yeah. Wind's picked up for some reason. Maybe that's short-lived. Nothing in 1. This pitch high. Evens things at 1 apiece. Here's the 1-1 from Polk. Threw that changeup in there for a strike.
Let's come back with a hard one here.
Yep. In the driver's seat is Polk with a 1-2 count. Checks the pitch on her wristband, and the pitch is on the way. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in a row for Polk with Mallory Goetz, the batter.
At bat, number 9, Mallory Goetz.
So Goetz has been a tough out today. They haven't gotten her out. A single, a double, an RBI, and a run scored. Good afternoon for Mallory Goetz today. First time facing Polk, however. This one sails high. And it is P-A-U-L-K. It's one of those that maybe sounds like Falk and probably a bit more common, but it's Polk. So if you hear it, you'll know. Here's the pitch.
Man, that is a great explanation. That was great.
Thank you.
That's the most thorough I've ever, Polk.
I just want to make sure everybody knows. It's a 2-0 count to Goetz. The pitch sails high again. I don't think Polk likes the sign she's being given from the dugout, but she's doing it begrudgingly. Just reading her body language. Toes the rubber and the pitch on the way. Skip that one in, so it's a 2-out walk. That brings the go-ahead run, or plates the go-ahead run over there at first. Her first walk of the game, and it is the 4th walk for the Siegel pitching staff. So Leah Johnson, the batter. She's been up now. This is her 4th time at the plate, but is 0 for 1 with a walk and was hit by a pitch. Throw down to first, and back is Goetz. Getting late here in a tie contest, 2-2. Number 2 is at the plate. The 0-1. Swung on, left side. Making a nice run over is Razaborski, but it's fouled. Away. If that had been fair, that would have been a game changer right there. Razaborski had to really hustle to get out there, try to make an attempt at making the catch. Couldn't come up with it. So a long, noisy foul ball, and back in with the count 0-2 to Johnson. Polk with the pitch. Outside, throw down, and back safely is Goetz. Well, I tell you what, Carls has got a rocket for an arm. No pun intended. It's a 1-2 count. And now Polk readies, sends this to third, and it's going to bounce right past Jones. And that is going to have sliding into third base. Goetz, boy, she was hustling. And that is very close to just being a single and the throw in, but I'm going to say it's a double.
I agree. It was right down the line.
Yeah, it was.
They wouldn't have gotten her if they'd made the throw to second.
So a little 2-out rally here by the Lady Rockets. First two batters Polk faced were strikeout victims, then a walk, and now the double has Lyons up at bat. She takes a ball outside. Lyons is 1 for 3 with a single and a run driven in. She'd love to drive in 1 or 2 right here. Runners at second and third, so 2 in scoring position in a tie game in the 6th. The pitch popped up, and under it is Miller and makes the grab. And that is going to end the inning. Big opportunity there for the Lady Rockets, but they did not score a run here in the inning. There was 1 hit, there was a walk, and 2 big Lady Rockets left stranded. Well, we go to the 7th now. And your scores, 2-2, Siegel, Rockvale, State Farm, Prep Sports.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
Every game, it's the countdown to first pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. After the game, your Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show. And Stickler with the first pitch.
Joyce is back in at third, by
Madison
the way.
Holshoe. I didn't know she wasn't out there. I didn't catch that earlier.
Oh, Flutie.
Flutie in center field. Gotcha. Holshoe readies. Takes this for a strike call. And it's 0-2. I hope the band leader over at Siegel finds out who's playing the bucket over there. Got rhythm. Pitch on the way. Sent into center field. Base hit. So a leadoff hit for Madison Holshoe, her first hit of the game. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits now. 8 hits now.
That's correct, 8.
I didn't count the one that just occurred. Olivia Hale, who drove in the first run of the game, and that's a lead that held up
That's
until the
not
top of the
Olivia.
fourth.
That's 24.
Okay. Got a pinch hitter. And the runner goes, and the ball bounces in front of the plate on the throw down. Stevens was covering, and she's going to be in. Let's see, 24 would be Polk. So Kylie Polk batting here. Fouled this one at the plate. So runner at second. That's the go-ahead run for the Stars down there at second, and we're in the top of the 7th inning in a tie 2-2 game. It's been a hard-fought contest here. Now Polk asks for time. She steps back in, and the count is 1 ball, 1 strike to her. The pitch, chop foul down the third base side.
She looks a lot taller on the mound, on the rubber.
Oh, yeah? Well, this game has slowed the pace of this thing. You can tell it's a tight game. Polk back in after getting some words of encouragement from Coach Reed. This one's high. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes to Polk. Umpire doing a good job of giving the balls and strikes.
Oh, good pitch.
Missed inside on that one. Takes us full now.
She would love to get her to third. I mean, whatever it takes to get her to third, but I haven't seen her bump that one time. 2 strikes, I don't know that she will.
Here's the payoff pitch. Chop foul down the third base side. I would think she would like to go the other way, but count remains full. She's back in after the sign relayed to Stickler in the pitcher's circle, and here's another payoff pitch. Swung on, did go the other way. Right in front of Cannell, but it's going to get the runner to third. Holshoe is at third now, and back-to-back hits for the Lady Stars. So Polk's first at bat.
That was a good at bat too. She took a lot of pitches, and then she also fouled a few.
So Phillips is going to be running for Polk. And Wrigley Phillips down there.
Well, if you're Siegel, this is what you want. You've got your number 5 hitter, Carls, who's already hit a homer and singled.
Pretty good situation here. 2 for 3 on the day, and the pitch. Runner goes. They fake the throw down to second. They throw to third instead, and everybody in safely. So Phillips with a stolen bag over there. So runners at second and third.
Well, that was great by Morgan. Instead of going to second, she went to third because they might have sent her home.
Carl's last at bat grounded to the pitcher, but this time sent into left field, and it is going to drop. Here comes 1 run, and there's going to be a play at the plate. It is not in time. 2 across. And the Stars are up now 4-2. Holshoe comes in for run number 3. And some good running there by Phillips for run number 4. And she came in very awkwardly when she crossed the plate. And she is still on the ground holding her right knee. So why don't we take a brief time out here while they tend to Phillips, and we'll be right back. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports. Siegel just took a 4-2 lead. take a break and be right
Hey
back.
there, it's Brian. I wanted to share one of the reasons why I love First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. They really show up for their customers. I see it firsthand, and I know you'll see and feel the difference. I know I can count on real, personalized service. When I've got a question, I don't get passed off to a machine. I get a real person who's ready to help. They always show up for me, and I know they will for you too.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Life's too short to stress about insurance. That's why Ray Call at Rayburn Insurance is here to make sure you have the right coverage without all the hassle. He'll work hard to provide you with personalized service and finding the best solutions for you and your family. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or business insurance, Rick Hall's got you covered. Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency. Let him handle the details so you can focus on what really matters.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
Our game tonight brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton. That was her just a run ago.
And that synchronicity.
Yeah, located at 803 North Thompson Lane near Medical Center Parkway. State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, 615-895-2700 if she's back from France.
She does spend some time over there. And rightfully so. Watching her beautiful young daughter.
Who has the greatest jump shot I've ever seen.
Man, I'm telling you. Emma White is in to run for Carls. Was that a single and a...
That was a double.
Double, okay.
2 RBIs.
I was watching at the plate and didn't see where she got to.
Good stop there.
Morgan with a stop behind the plate on the first pitch to Rasaborski. Nothing in 1, or 1-0, I think. Swung on, fouled down the third base side. Hot shot there.
Still nobody out in this inning, too.
That's right. Back-to-back hits. A single by Holshoe. Then a single by Polk. And then Carls drove both of them in. 3 for 3 today. Pitch past the shortstop and into the outfield. Maybe another run. There's going to be a play at the plate. The throw is wild, and in safely is Auburn Carls. And it's now 5-2 Siegel. Right now, Stickler is being roughed up. I don't know that they're going to take her out. That's the first hit of the game for Rasaborski. Give her an RBI as well. It's been a big 7th inning. Rockvale will have a chance. As they will be batting in the bottom of the 7th. But right now it's a 5-2 lead for Siegel. And 4 hits in a row in this 7th inning. 11 hits for the game for the Lady Stars. And Addison Parrott, your batter here. She struck out, reached on an error, and popped up to the second baseman. So an 0 for 3 day. Then Lex Jones has had a great day too. She's been on all 3 times. She's on deck. Strike on the outside corner. Jones has singled twice and walked. Just about everybody's got hits, I think. Close. Parrott looking for her first one of the day, though. And here's Stickler's pitch. Another strike. That might have been part of that conversation. Stickler looks like she's on the same page now.
Yeah, it's one of those throw strikes, but don't let them get a hit.
Yeah. That's an easy thing to do, just climb Mount Everest. Here's the Stickler pitch. Change up and hit her right in the square of the back. So runners at first and second. Still nobody out. And that is the second batter that's been hit by a pitch in the game by Stickler. So Lex Jones, your batter now.
Well, right now they need an out anywhere, just
somewhere, somehow. If you're a Lady Rocket fan, this pitch is low. It has not been a great inning for Rockvale. Been a great inning here for Siegel as they have broken a 2-2 tie in the top of the 7th with 3 runs so far. Still nobody out. Swung on, fouled back. Holshoe single, Polk single, double by Carls, drove in 2. Now the Razaborski single, drove in another, and now Parrott on after being hit by a pitch. Stickler to Jones, fouled, and it hit the back of her plate and then her helmet. One ball and 2 strikes, your count. See people adding layers. They don't have a layer to add. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Well, that is exactly what the doctor ordered for Stickler. I have that as only her 2nd strikeout today.
correct.
Foosh, your batter now for the Lady Stars. Second baseman's made a few plays out there. And now pops this one up into shallow left center field, and it's going to be gobbled up by Goats for out number 2. Softball and baseball can be a funny game. You know, had those two, that strikeout, the fly out, happened before maybe you don't have 4 hits in a row.
Well, I'll tell you, the Polk at bat was really big. She had 2 strikes on her and fouled a few off, and then singled into right field, and that was a big hit of this inning.
Top of the order, and Kylie Evans takes a ball, and that was Polk's first at bat of the game too. So pretty big. Phillips, by the way, who was kind of roughed up when she slid into home plate, looks like she's going to be okay. This pitch misses low and outside to Evans. There are 2 away now for the Lady Stars. Can never have enough runs, though, can you? Strike right down the middle. Rockvale will have a chance here in the bottom of the 7th whenever we get there, but 3 big runs here in the 7th for Siegel have given them a 3-run lead. We were tied at 2-2 to begin the inning. Pitch. Oh, it hit right off. That's the 2nd time today that hit off of her elbow. She actually led off the game in that one pitch, and it hit her right there in the elbow there. Third hit batsman of the game.
2nd one in this inning.
Yep, 2 in a row. Let's see, we're going to have a pinch hitter here, and that is Miley Carls.
K-E-R-L-S?
Yes. May Lee, M-E-I-L-I. Pitch is low.
No place to put her.
Nope. Make sure I got that right. M-E-I-L-I. May Lee. I think that's right. Pitch. This is outside. Bases are loaded full of Lady Stars. Zaborski's at 3rd. I think somebody's running for Parrott, if I remember right. This pitch nubbed down the first base side and foul. No, it is Parrott running, and Razaborski. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Throw down to 3rd, and sliding in safely there was Razaborski. Big
You got to
smile.
work tomorrow?
I do.
Oh, yeah, I do too. Yeah.
Glad this game started at 5:30. Pitch, swung on, chopped, foul down the third base side. Emphatically called by the umpire. Hit right in front of the third base bag.
It wouldn't be near as cold if the wind wasn't blowing.
I know, and that has just started a few minutes ago. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is going to end the inning. 3rd strikeout on the day for Stickler. And Siegel just batted around. They score 3 runs on 4 hits. No walks in the inning. There were 3 hit batters, or 2 hit batters rather, and there were 3 stranded. We move to the 7th, bottom of the 7th, and it is 5-2, Siegel over Rockvale State Farm Prep Sports.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
Pizza. You can now order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com. We've made ordering online a breeze. From sirpizzatn.com, tap on the location nearest you and begin your order for carryout or delivery. You can order the Royal Feast, create your own, spaghetti, calzones, everything right from our online portal at sirpizzatn.com. Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Softball.
State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS and Big G TV, brought to you in part by Bowen's Body Shop. From dings and dents to full body work, trust Jeff and Kyle Bowen to do the job and do it right. They're on Middle Tennessee Boulevard.
Ella Morgan.
And it is Ella Morgan to lead it off here in the 7th, and Rockvale needs base runners. Trail by 3 here. Morgan has singled twice. It's 2 for 3. This pitch dribbles in from Polk. Polk came in to start the 5th and has faced 2 over the minimum. Giving up 1 hit and 1 walk in that time. Here's the first pitch. Change up and hitter. Well, that's one way to get on. We've seen a lot of that in this game.
Yeah, we have.
Going to have courtesy runner, and that is going to be Bateman. So Bateman running for Morgan. So Morgan's been on 3 of the 4 times at the plate. This time the hard way. Our coverage brought to you by Fans Heating and Air. Also, our friends at Middle Tennessee Electric, Sir Pizza, and Bowen's Body Shop. This pitch low to the batter, Caitlin Carpenter. Struck out, popped out, and grounded out today. Fiona Joyce on deck. The pitch from Paul, this one low. And Rockvale is hoping to have an even bigger half inning than Siegel did in the top half of this 7th. Siegel up 5-2. Pitch on the way. Strike on the outer half. And it's a 2-1 count now. So you've got Morgan, the 3-hole hitter. This is your cleanup hitter, and Carpenter, Joyce, Stevens, Cannell just looking ahead a bit for Rockvale. This pitch sails low, and it's a 3-1 count now. And Polk getting the sign. See what she does here with the 3-1. Swung on, fouled at the plate. Doesn't matter what the count is, they're coming up swinging.
No, every one of them, both teams. That was a big pitch there by Polk to get this thing to 3-2.
Might think that, 3-1 count, you might take one, but not the case today. And the count is full to Carpenter. The pitch swung on, chop foul down the third base side this time. Well, the sun has fully set here at Rockvale. It's amazing, school starts early in the morning all day, and you've got activities in the evening. I mean, it's before the sun comes up till way after the sun goes down for a lot of these teachers and kids and coaches. Here's the payoff again, popped up right side, and it's going to be fairly shallow, and Silva is going to be the one who makes the catch out there, calling off Foose for out number 1.
Good job by Silva to call her off. It would have been a difficult catch.
Sophie Ona Joyce is your batter. Has walked, has singled, and has a fly out to left field on her scorecard today. 2 outs to work with for the Lady Rockets now. This one high. Bateman running for Morgan at first, who reached on a hit by pitch. Left-handed batter in Fiona Joyce. 1-0 to her on the way. And it's a strike.
Every out you get now is huge.
Oh, absolutely. You're down by 3 in the bottom of the 7th. If you're Rockvale, you need base runners. If you're Siegel, you need outs. And they've gotten one, and Rockvale has one with a base runner at first. The pitch from Polk right down Rocket Way. She blistered those last 2 in. Has Polk found a groove here? She needs 2 more outs. Pitch on the way. This one sails high. Both dugouts, all of the fans here living on every pitch that is made. Here's the pitch from, and it's going to be a slapper to first. Going to run it back to the bag. Can't turn it there, but Parrott's going to record the out. So a ground out to the first baseman. Now Bateman does take second. Made the right decision there. And now down to their last out, and Caroline Stevens, the batter. And the first pitch to her is low and outside. And if you're Siegel, you're not really thinking a lot about Bateman out there. You're just thinking, how can we get this third out and win a ball game on the road in the district? The pitch. Strike right across the far side of the plate to this left-handed batter. 1-1 is your count now. 5-2 Siegel, your score. The pitch from Polk on the way, swung on into left field, and what a grab by Razaborski. A diving catch out there in left to end the ball game. I thought that was a single for sure. Blue star for Razaborski there. And your final score is 5-2. Siegel Stars winning one on the road in district play over the Rockvale Lady Rockets. Stay with us when we come back. We'll have your Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show. That's coming up next right here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service. We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service reminds you that it makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We've been serving Rutherford County since 1988.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're just off Memorial Boulevard at 142 Heritage Park Drive.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
Thank you, Mr. Womack, and welcome back for the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air services all major brands and, in most cases, offer same-day service. Rely on the Ream Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Great folks out at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. They're on West College Street. Give them a call. When you're in need, they'll be there. That quarterly service is great, and you'll be happy with Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. 890-1311. Final score 5-2, and it was a 3-run top of the 7th for the Lady Stars, getting it done here today. Let's talk about our Dr. Automotive players of the game, and John, you've kept the stats there, and I happen to think that we're in agreement for Siegel for sure, because it was player of the game, could be the Craig's Tax Service key to the game, all of that, right?
Well, Mallory Goetz for Rockvale, she was the number 9 hitter tonight. She went 2 for 2 with a walk and drove in a run. She had a single and a double, so she's our player of the game for Rockvale, and is Auburn Carls for Siegel. We kind of felt that it was going to be that way. She was 3 for 4 tonight, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs, plus a solo homer in the 4th. So congratulations to Auburn Carls and Mallory Goetz.
Well, there you go, your Dr. Automotive players of the game. And Dr. Automotive, they're your go-to place for foreign and domestic auto repair. Cars, SUVs, vans, trucks, they work on it all. ASC certified mechanics and master mechanics with Danny and Randy and their entire staff at Dr. Automotive. They're ready to get you back in the road on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna and online at autorepairsmyrna.com. Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. What are you thinking?
Well, as you figured, with a 2-2 tie going into the 7th, Siegel scored 3 runs in that 7th inning, a single, 3 singles and a double to drive in 3 runs. There was 2 hit batters in that inning. And Stickler, who was pitching well, just kind of, I don't know whether she ran out of gas, but they got to her in that. That was 4 hits of the 11 that Siegel got on the night, and they win it. They hold on. So that 3-run 7th.
There you go. Tax laws, you know, they're confusing. April 15th is coming up. If you're at your wit's end, call, the Craigs out at Craig's Tax Service. Brett, Brandon, and all the whole gang out there at Craig's Tax Service will help you make sense of it all. Financials, business tax preparation, bookkeeping, they do all of that, and personal tax prep at Craig's Tax Service. CraigsTaxService.com online and 890-2233, their number. If you missed part of the game, be sure to check WGNSSports.com. Just tap on that Sir Pizza podcast button. You can listen back. You can watch the games that are on Big G TV. We've got embedded right there on the page, so you can check it out. And speaking of technology, download the new Sir Pizza app. You can earn rewards points, and it can save you money on your orders. SirPizzaTN.com, carry out or delivery. They're on East Main, South Church, and Memorial Boulevard. As we continue the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show, time to get the final numbers here on the night. Those are from our friends at JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, along with Winners Trophies and Fans Heating and Air.
All right, for Rockvale tonight, Leah Johnson 1 for 2 with a walk and 2 hit bat. She was hit twice. Gabby Lyons 1 for 3 with an RBI. Ella Morgan with a 2 for 3 night, and she was hit by a pitch. Caitlin Carpenter 0 for 4. Fiona Joyce 1 for 3 with a walk. Caroline Stevens 0 for 4. Ella Cannell 0 for 2, but she did score a run as she walked to lead off the fourth. Excuse me, got some hiccups here. Ava Flutie 0 for 3, and Mallory Goetz was 2 for 2, a double and an RBI and a walk. For Siegel, Kylie Evans 0 for 2, but she did get hit by a pitch twice and walk, so she was on base 3 times out of the 5. Riley Miller 1 for 4. Madison Holshoe 1 for 3 with a 1 run scored. Olivia Hale was 1 for 3 and a single and drove in a run. Also, Paulk was 1 for 1 with a single and was part of that big 7th inning. Auburn calls 3 for 4, 2 runs and 3 RBIs. Ratzaborski was 1 for 4 with a run scored. Addison Parrott 0 for 3. She pitched in this game tonight. Had 4 innings of pitch. She was hit by a pitch. Excuse me. Lex Jones 2 for 2 with a walk in the game. Lauren Foose a single, a walk, 1 for 3 with a walk as well. The pitching line for Rockvale: Stickler 7 innings, 5 runs, 5 earned, 11 hits, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 3 hit batters. For Siegel, it took 2 of them. Parrott 4 innings pitched, 2 runs, 2 earned, 7 hits, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, and hit batter. Paulk 3 innings pitched, no runs, no earned runs, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 1 hit batter. She did a great job in relief tonight for the Siegel Stars. Final score once again: Rockvale loses to Siegel. Siegel wins it 5-2 here on State Farm Prep Softball.
All right. Well, it was a great night here at the ballpark this evening. Hope you enjoyed our coverage, whether you listened to it, watched it, or both. And don't forget, next week on Monday, we will have baseball from Oakland. It's Rockvale at Oakland. And then later in the week, we'll catch Riverdale and Siegel baseball as well. Tomorrow, Braves baseball kickoff, or I guess first pitch of the 2025 season will take place tomorrow afternoon, 2:55 airtime, as they're in San Diego. Well, that's going to wrap up our coverage here from now a very dusty Rockvale. So let's get out of here. We'll be back with you next week. For our producer, Jackson Smith, and for John Dinkins, I'm Brian Barrett. So long until the next time we meet at the game.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, streaming at WGNSSports.com, on our iPhone and Android apps, and always at the game.
We now return to regular programming.